Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we're going to look at the Boeing 737-700 from Luxair. And if you take a look at the box, we have the cutout so we can see the aircraft inside. We have the Luxair branding. If we turn the box around, on the back side we have this really nice rendition of the aircraft. We have the original dimensions of the aircraft, some additional information as always. So let's look inside. And inside there's a surprise. Yes, this aircraft comes with a stand. For some reason, no one knows why. Now I don't know if it's on purpose, but as you can see here, the aircraft does tilt slightly to the side. It does actually make the whole thing a little bit unstable, so it's actually quite easy to knock the model off the stand. Now I don't really mind to have the stand, but I also don't really need it. But in this case it actually helped me do some of my recordings, which is kind of nice. Now if we get back to the aircraft and start with the tail section, we can see on the vertical stabilizer an adaptation of the flag of Luxembourg. We can see on the top of the vertical stabilizer the branding of Luxair and the last letter of the registration code. Also on the tail section we of course have the full registration code and the European flag, as well as the specification of the aircraft type. Now if we take a look at the front of the aircraft and look alongside the fuselage, we can see the writing of Luxair Luxembourg Airlines. Now Luxair is not part of the Star Lines, although it's kind of affiliated with the Star Lines in the sense that it is partially owned by Lufthansa, and the frequent traveler program is More, which is the frequent traveler program of Lufthansa. Now let us continue to take a look at some of the details of this aircraft. And if we take a look at the cockpit windows, or just above, we have the last letter of the registration code once again. Now the 737 has also been fitted with winglets, and on those we can see the printing of the branding from Luxair. That does look quite nice. The Luxair branding can also be found on the engines, and if we turn the plane around we can see on the other side that the doors to the cargo compartment have been fitted as well. Now unfortunately I have to get back to the stand, because whether you like the stand or not, it does have an effect on the aircraft. Because if we take a look at the underside of the aircraft, we have the really nice details, but it is somehow compromised by this huge gap here in the fuselage, which obviously has to be there so the stand actually can work, but it doesn't really look nice when you don't use the stand. Now a last detail I want to show you before we come to the end of the episode, since we already are on the underside of the aircraft, is the full registration code on the underside of the wing. And with that we have reached the end of this episode. Now I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to leave a like, that would be really cool. Or if you're new around here, why not subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we will take a look at the Airbus A320-200 in the colors of CSA Czech Airlines. Until then, thanks for watching, take care, I'm checking out and bye.